Hey, 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 you already know it's your boy Superman Panda. I'm back here with another video like I promised. Could you upload today on this grind to 100 subscribers? Do this for you guys, the fans. You guys probably don't even care. This some stupid stuff that I get. I don't know, I get stupid stuff like that on my screen sometimes. But I tried to do this reaction. This is my second time reacting to this because I think the first video got canceled or blocked or some shit like that. No. The first video got it was some dumb shit that happened. It was I don't think it ever got uploaded, and I was able to upload it to YouTube. So yeah, that's tough, man. But yeah, I'm reacting to this shit.
You fellas look nice today.
While I'm talking, I'm
College
just
buddies
letting
getting
the fucking
married.
ad play.
On game day.
But yeah, I tried to edit this shit.
My name's Aaron Rodgers.
I really did try to react to this shit.
Before I came to AIM, I
told you guys I
in
lost
the
10
military.
videos. I was so dead ass about that. I lost 10 videos. I was so serious when I said that. But yeah, I guess this is before you go to school. Watch this. What is school for?
What is school for? Feel free to call me slow, but I spent 16 years going to school, and I still don't know. When I finished, I didn't know how to do my own taxes, purchase a home, or apply for a loan. I didn't know a thing about investments, building credit, or getting a job. I graduated at the top of my class, and what did I have? This fancy diploma to sit at home with.
His face was like that. Yeah. School, the original purpose of school is to get you ready for the workforce. Now it's the purpose of school is to get you ready for college. I don't think school should be getting you ready for college. I think it should really be getting you ready for the workforce, for growing up adult life. That's what school should be for, in my opinion. I think college shouldn't be what we. I think a lot of people go to college because they get pushed into it because we're hypnotized to thinking you need a college degree. You don't really need a college degree. I mean, depending on your career, a college degree is useless. Suppose you want to be a programmer, right? You wouldn't go to college. College wouldn't be the best thing for you to go because you could go to a boot camp and get certified there and land yourself a job. You know what I'm saying? So I think this all depends on what you want to do in life. But I think if it was up to me, I would change the whole dynamic of school. I would make it so you would take a test to see the type of intelligence you got, and depending on the intelligence that you got, your classes will correspond with that. I think within that system, it'll give you ready for career. It'll get you because by the time you graduate, you'll have knowledge on that subject of what you think you're good at, or what your intelligence is, and you'll have opportunities to retake the test because people do change your life. People do change you grow in life, and I think that's what should happen. You should take classes based on your based on the type of intelligence you got. Because I think if you did that shit, it'd be you'll get direction because I think it'll give that person some type of direction because a lot of people don't know what they want to do with their lives. Secondly, I think that add meaning to education. I think people take that shit seriously because now it's you're gonna have to use it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to use what you learned in school in the real world. And I think there should be more classes based on life. I think health is stupid as fuck. I think instead of doing health, you should have a life class. Because it's you're not really gonna need that much information about health. You know what I'm saying? I took health. I knew most of the stuff in there already. You know what I'm saying? Because you take health damn near every year in school. That's why I think that's just stupid.
My mom. But luckily, they did teach me some important skills like factoring trinomials and how mitochondria is the powerhouse.
It's needed, but it it's broad. It's broad learning. You know what I'm saying? Like school is broad learning, and I get it that we don't know because if people don't know what they want to be in life, it's like that's why I had that system. So you can hit you, so it could like
the cell. I'm so happy I remember the Pythagorean theorem because it helped me a lot. Okay, I'm lying. Let me stop. Because all the stuff they taught me, truthfully, I forgot. Mom, remember when you would ask me, what did you learn in school today? And I would say, nothing much. I wasn't being modest. The truth about it, Mom, is I had already forgotten. And it's not just me. Millions of students sing the same song. How many of you guys avoid eye contact with the teacher to try not to get caught upon? Afraid to raise your hand for fear of being wrong, which proves that school isn't an environment for learning or building up the intellect. It's just a game you play for grades and how many A's you can collect. But I guess what do you expect when the most commonly asked question in class is this gonna be on the test? Is this gonna be on the test? See, if school put learning instead of testing and memorizing as the top standard, then the letter F would not stand for failure. It would stand for find another answer. And if school was really interested in our personal and academic success, students would wake up later, check my work through the torture of an extra essay, reading 150 pages, doing problems 1 through 60 on the worksheet, and having 3 projects due by the end of the week. Not only is it pointless pain, but it's also dim-witted. Because we get so much work, but they don't teach the time management skills to deal with it. See, in school, we are controlled by bells. We have to learn in rooms with the feng shui of a prison.
Didn't like Jaden Smith say in an interview how school didn't like
Jaden Smith we have to ask permission to relieve bodily functions, but not before the teacher asks a million questions like, why didn't you go before class? I'm sorry, my bladder is kind of on its own schedule and it's not always timely. See, teachers always say, use your time wisely. But that never made sense to me. Because these 6 cruel hours of our lives we call school might literally be the worst use of time management ever in history. Think about it. The traditional teaching method is foolish. No, it's useless, multiplied by the square root of stupid. What they do is they cram information in your head, force feeding you, and then you throw it up on the test. That's not education. That's bulimia. And the more bulimic you are, the better you will do on their assessments. So it's no wonder why so many students graduate mentally and emotionally anorexic. See, school teaches you how to memorize dots. True education should teach you how to connect them. True education teaches you how to catch a fish. School teaches you, yeah, you caught the fish, but you didn't show your glue. See, the word education is inside.
And it's crazy. College is like the opposite. Like, college is exactly what that is. That's why I think.
Now some of that stuff is justifiable. We need.
I don't get how people don't graduate.
Reading, writing, and some arithmetic. That's fair. But are you telling me metamorphic and igneous rocks are more important than self-care?
The reason why I don't get it.
If suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death of ages 10 to 24, and Harvard studies suggest the biggest predictor for success is self-control and emotional health, then why the heck aren't we taught how to handle stress, bullies, or rejection? How about anxiety or depression? You know, skills we need for...
I just say that shit is...
that happened in the Civil War. Seriously, what is school for? Some say you need it to be successful, and that's something we do not doubt. But do you own a MacBook or iPhone? Did you know they both were created by a dropout? Are you watching this video from Ike?
Everybody says.
I know what you're thinking. He's just picking and choosing. There's millions who didn't go to school that aren't successful. Who is he fooling? And you're right. But open your history books and start perusing. You'll find the very people we idolize in school never really had formal and/or secondary schooling. I'm talking George Washington, Abe Lincoln,
Abraham Lincoln went to college. That nigga was a lawyer.
And people who score better.
Abraham Lincoln was a lawyer.
I'm saying that your future is something that no test measures. I'm saying that there's a difference between people who are smart and people who score better. I'm saying that your future is something that no test will ever measure. Even if that test begins in 3 letters like SAT, ACT, is.
You know what I hate? You know what I feel sad? I feel sad for people who set their
BS if they say those determine your LIFE.
Like the GPA.
No, your destiny is in your hands. You must shape it to be great. So don't expect school to open doors, cause it's more likely to slam them in your face. Sometimes I wonder about all the dreams lost in school and how much potential goes to waste. If it wasn't for music and YouTube, then I would have been just another lost case. Everybody watching this, please, close your eyes. Imagine a child sitting in the back of some teacher's class in some town. He never raises his hand, he fails most of his classes, but inside of him, there is a passion. And if nurtured and brought out, will lead him to discover the cure for cancer.
I'm saying school needs to.
But you see,
passion.
I'm afraid that child's gift will never come out. He will never win the Nobel Prize award because in class he was ignored and his worth was judged only by his scores. So teachers, principals, parents, advisors, and students, I ask one more time, what is school for?
School's a fucking. I'm telling you, it's like a fucking daycare, man. That's how